just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
They're hauling it in, Nelson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Mariota. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 26.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch it slip, watch it slip.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 3.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Finding room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys.
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On second down, Richard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 6 yards there. First down, Raiders.
And a Las Vegas first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Yeah, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. A long ways to go here on second down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Third and long here for Mariota. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're second and a yard from the 34. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, that's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. The open man here, Renfro. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go, team. Big Sears right here.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
In punt formation for the Raiders.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and make it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Carl Nassib, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hill shedding the tackle. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Raiders 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Running is Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. 4th down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to work. 30, past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game,